Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, fantastical day. We are going to play some King's Bounty 2. This came out a while ago, from the point that I'm playing it. And I heard it's pretty good. So it's more in the vein of Heroes of Might and Magic style gameplay. And I did remember I played that a lot when I was little. So we'll try this genre again, see how it is. Okay, so stories, huh? Paladin. Let's try Cath. Catherine first. A mage. Catherine comes from a long line of noble Rigern counts, the ruler of the rugged mountain region of Nostria. She spent more than 20 years away from Nostria, roaming the dragon ruins and the remains of an ancient antis, looking for arcane knowledge and magic. Unexpectedly, even for herself, Catherine stopped receiving the taxes she needed to fund her expedition and mystical research. Apparently, Catherine's nephew, Maurice, had taken over her country. Outraged by this, she headed to the Universal Assembly in order to demand the return of her power from the king. Oh. Fun.
Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
Huh. That's an interesting opener. What are you driving at?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell, I'll escort you.
Well, if the warden himself is asking, how can a simple countess refuse?
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you.
Hey, bastard. Ooh, that's very fish eye. Okay. Back. Okay, let's go. Oh, much better.
Bored sitting in prison.
I served time.
I think you'll have fond memories of this time in future. During your 6 months. Montier and the prince can't agree on how to divide power. I sense that we'll be seeing a fresh batch of prisoners soon.
Why do I walk faster than him? Annoying.
Refused to supply us with firewood. They ran off to who knows where.
Where could they run? Stone is being knocked down right now by Rossum's golems. It's better not to be on the wrong side of a golem's fist. We jailers are like doting nannies in comparison. A golem is a mountain of clay without a soul, without a heart. One punch and he'll shatter your bones to dust.
Golems are dangerous, no doubt. But you're new to this area, Bert. Otherwise, you'd know there's another road to Rigurn. It's not in the best condition. It's lying abandoned now, and there's danger of landslides. But it's there nonetheless. I suspect that the dwarves used it to leave for Rigurn.
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything or you'll freeze to death. The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has struck Montpetrie. The quarantine is everywhere. Mages forced to wear masks like common bandits. The undead are climbing out of their graves all over the Crown Lands. I wonder if the necromancers have returned, like in the olden times. It's a good thing Crucis is in the middle of Mactus knows where. Or Mactus is nowhere. The troubles can't reach us here. It's nice and safe.
Oh yeah, that'll help.
You're a free individual now.
Bastard! Why are you releasing the prisoners?
Larry, you blockhead. Didn't you hear? A messenger arrived today, all the way from Marcella.
I just came up to...
Then you should know that he brought an order of release from the prince himself.
Well, no need to shout about it.
Disturbing news, Sir Warden. Something is rotten in the state of Nostria. There's a pestilence upon the Mage Factory. Refugees from that quarter are arriving at Marcella, but aren't being allowed into the city.
I wish we could kick some of these bastard prisoners here, out into the cold.
Then the cells would all be empty. Because only the rottenest bastards serve time in our prisons.
It's so peaceful and quiet here. Have you not seen the living dead yet? Best not take the air near the cemeteries around Marcella. The undead are ferocious. They rage as if something had driven them from their graves at spear point.
What are mages good for anyway? Does no one at the tower care about the situation?
Ha! Mages. Almost all of them have gone to solve the problem at the Mage Factory. However much they investigate, they cannot find a solution.
Our Rossum is of the same ilk. His excessive smarts don't seem to do him any good.
What about Madame de Guillen's salon? Do they still serve the best wines?
Are thoughts of wine the only thing floating around that brain of yours?
Oh, but of course. Madame de Guillen maintains the highest standards. Have you ever tried a fresh vintage of Fusk? When you're in Marcella, hit the park.
Okay. Can I pet the dog? 0 out of 10.
So much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
I'm Catherine, Countess of Rigurn. In case you've forgotten.
Well, well. I heard a little more than that. As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
As that same Flavius the Wisecracker of yours wrote, there is always a kernel of sense in madness.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastian should have returned your money and belongings by now. If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah, yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
Wow.
It looks like the local climate has changed your temperament for the worse.
Okay.
What else? Was I not clear? The prince has granted you your freedom.
I'll gladly accept the weapon and the horse. But why disturb old Decim?
What will I tell the prince if you decide to run away or if wolves devour you? Since people abandoned their homes and livestock in the Albion Highlands, wolves have run rampant in the area. Strangely aggressive beasts, too. As Prince Adrian wishes to see you with all your limbs in place, I must do my best to secure your arrival at Marcella. Be off already.
Okay.
Claudius's son actually turned out to have some mercy in his soul.
Why do you say that?
Think about it. Our king threw someone in prison, and his son releases him. Any minute now, he might decide to release all the prisoners. Then where would we be? Without our livelihoods is where...
Oh, don't be such an idiot. If that's so, we'll simply find new jobs. Crucis will have lost its purpose, and we can return home to sun and warmth. Remember that?
Yes, I suppose you're right, Mael.
A halberd, huh? Good weapon of choice.
The Ulagi tribe. Where are the wolfskins? They used to bring us 100 at a time. Vanished as if burnt by Arik. You get everything running smoothly. Everything in its place, and everything's working. A brood of vipers. When I find out who's been digging around here, I'll cut them in half. What do you need, human? A shovel, perhaps? Have you been sent to the stables, too?
Careful with your words, short one. I'm a countess. Don't you dare compare my royal self to a stable hand. Now give me a weapon and be quick about it.
Wow.
Oh, sacred forefathers. Why would I ever do that?
Because I'm free again. Any more questions?
By Mactus's horns. This is the first time I've ever seen a human leave Crucis on their own 2 feet. If you got gold, treat yourself to something new. Go ahead.
Wow. Wow. My character's a bitch.
Aston didn't shortchange you on equipment. I warrant you'll survive the Albion Highlands. Go, human. May your body be as hard as flint, and your soul as clear as crystal.
Well, a dwarven poet.
Good God.
Bug off, human. I'm busy.
Up the gate with junk. What a mess.
Who cares about that? I mean, those are free lands over there. The only living folks out that way are cannibals and highwaymen. You know yourself, honest people are never exiled there. And who in their right mind would go there on purpose?
The mind has nothing to do with it. We have a fortress here, a stronghold of royal power, and we must maintain the king's order. Blocking up gates with junk is the opposite of order. Plus, if you stacked a few more items on top, boxes say, the prisoners could climb over the wall and escape.
Speaking of kings, do you really think Vitellius died of natural causes here? Or was he poisoned? Did you see how sickly he became before he died? When he first arrived, he was full of life.
It seems to me, just between us, that Vitellius escaped. He scaled this junk pile to climb onto the roof, then onto the wall, and vanished. Like dust in the breeze. Kings are very... enduring.
The lumberjacks brought us our firewood?
No, they haven't.
What's taking them so long? What if wolves ate them, like they did with Raud? We're gonna freeze to death without fuel.
Halt! What are you doing here? You're not permitted to be wandering about like a stray cat.
I'm no longer a prisoner, Decim. You're to give me a suitable number of soldiers as escort to Marcella.
So, Centurion, it's true. The warden received a missive from the prince ordering the provision of a guard troop for the prisoner. Former prisoner.
Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being released. Ah, well, I believe I have some laggards and troublemakers I can spare.
Can I go too? Oh, how I miss the sunny warmth of the capital.
No, Bastian, you're not rotten enough to let go. I can still make a decent guard out of you.
I heard your worthless conscripts are accompanied by mangy fighting dogs.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds. Now, if we're talking about an exchange of gold for flesh, that's another bowl of kibble entirely. You'll get the best dogs in Nostria.
Sounds too good to be true. Are they really worth the price?
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast, but my fighting dogs are as fierce as the warden himself. You won't regret a single gold piece spent on these animals.
Great. 3 dogs. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I can buy more. Oh. Okay. That's what it is. So he has an unlimited number, but I can only command 3 of each group. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Aston is a good man, even though he's a dwarf.
What's wrong with dwarves?
Some folk they are, despite their small size. I read that in ancient times they built palaces underground. That was before the rebellion when everything came crashing down. That was under Common.
He promised to pay them, but instead deceived them.
Have you heard about the city of Amboss in Rigurn? It's a trading hub like Floster.
The one where dwarves and humans live together.
The same. They also mine rock crystals there. Nice little town.
Okay, it's nice. And what about it?
All right. Have you heard about the prince's messenger killed there? He was done in by a dwarf.
Yes, I heard something about it. That it was a duel of honor, but I don't know the reason behind it.
You got a real soft spot for the dwarves, Jacques.
It's not the dwarves I admire, but justice. The dwarves seem doomed to a rough time. At first they were oppressed by the Serpentines, and as soon as they were freed, the Rigurnians rolled in. We're free people, yes. But they're maybe not so free. And more than this, they're not humans.
For whom did I build this prison, I wonder? Fate is a fickle mistress. Today you are a king, and tomorrow, just like that, you're no one. No bowing courtiers with forelocks a drag on the parquet. No prostrate petitioners prattling. And women... it's all right, brother. I'm free from my cell. Just wait. Oh my. Who's there? Ah, it's you. You're the one who poisoned that scoundrel Claudius. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
I wish it were me, but...
Don't be modest. You did a great thing here, and history will not forget you.
I think I've seen you somewhere, stable boy. Were you responsible for delivering horses to Rigurn? Oh, by the way, what I really need right now is a horse.
All you're asking is a horse? Just a horse? Have no worry. You'll get our best. Saddle up quickly. You've probably forgotten how to ride after half a year in a cell.
You can go now. Actually, wait.
What now?
I wanted to warn you about sentry golems. Be wary
Oh, I
of
heard
them
about
once
that.
you're past New Tyrene.
Tell me more about the golems.
The mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. What they lack in brain, they make up in brawn. Since they don't know you've been released, they're liable to crush you. As you pass the southern ruins, find the Archer's squad commander, Ansel. The royal messenger said the squad will join you and augment your escort. I'm hoping that by the time you get there, they'll catch the marauder who's been raiding abandoned houses. Wonder why old Berengarius didn't turn him into a chicken.
Who's this Berengarius? Another escort?
That's up to his magicness. I have no authority over him. Perhaps
His
he'll decide to
magicness?
leave these cold, inhospitable lands for the warmth of the Mage's Tower.
Come on, mount up. I picked out the very bestest horse for you. He's calm and obedient. Stands as if he's rooted to the ground. Races like the wind itself. And very smart. He'll find you anywhere if you just holler for him.
Why should Claudius's death bring you such joy, lad?
Me? I simply despise tyrants. I hate living under a brutal regime. As for me, I've always preferred other methods of control. But what am I prattling about? I am naught but a simple stable boy. I mean, I never tyrannized horses by teaching to trot or canter. I used other methods of control. On horses. Yes, that's right.
Okay. Oh, you actually ride a horse?
Can it possibly be getting colder? I wish I could make a fire, but that's not an option. Only golems and wolves can live comfortably here.
Not surprising that people want to leave the Highlands. The climate here is worse than in Rigurn.
Is that a... Oh my. Preparing for battle. The battle screen displays enemy units, their hero, if any, and your army. Press select unit and press Y to view details, accept the battle, or refuse to fight. Okay. We should be fine. Let's try it. Place your units in the appropriate position before beginning battle. Select a unit, indicate the hex to which you place it. Alright, cool. Well. Wait. Okay. 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 Soldiers can opportunity attack, basically. one of our dogs died. Oh. Oh, I can heal them after fights. Good.
Hey, you! Come over here. Are you from Crucis?
Who are you?
Are you from Crucis? Quickly, come with us. Run.
I'm not running anywhere. Explain yourself.
I'm a lumberjack. We're nothing but dwarven woodcutters, honest. We cut down trees and send the lumber onto Crucis. The humans have all left the valley. Only us and a few locals remain. Stein is our chief. So then this Lupin, a man from Riggin, arrives at our village. He was stirring up trouble, trying to recruit the remaining human hunters to join him in his wicked deeds. Then Lupin's men seized the village. They captured Stein and are trying to start a fight with the dwarves. Things could easily turn bloody. We took them in purely out of kindness, and this is how they repay us. Disgusting! Help us! Quick, run!
Sure, we'll do this side quest. Magic power 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. I should not have taken the horse in here. Well, the horse cannot. Yeah, it's stuck. We're just gonna walk. How about that? Yeah, I'll take it. What is this? Oh, it's just a book.
In a birch grove one rejoices, in pines prayers sung in many voices, but among the spruces only nooses?
What are you, a poet?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Stein. Back in my youth, I was a scribe at Marcella, but the city is too noisy for me, too fast. As you can see, I'm looking for peace and quiet now.
Quiet seems to have fled, followed closely by peace. What's happening here?
It's that troublemaker Lupin. He's a criminal on the lam from Riggern. He's fallen in with Raould, another lowlife and deserter from Crucis. He tried to seize control of the valley. And as you can see, the dwarves didn't take kindly to that idea. I tried to settle things peacefully, but nobody listened to me. I hate to say it, but the snow will be soaked with blood today.
These troublemakers of yours promised to break the prisoners out of Crucis. Surely that's not a bad thing.
Of course they do, but think. If Lupin's fellows are able to attack the supply shipments to Crucis, the city will starve. Once the dwarves are gone, the firewood goes with them. And who do you think the warden Valbert is going to deprive of food and heat first? His guards or the prisoners? I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. If you just leave things as they are, Lupin wins. The dwarves are tough, but the humans are numerous. Nostria's history is full of similar incidents.
You don't make the rules around here, Lupin.
What goes around the forest comes around the forest, right through these trees.
Easy there, little beard. Enough serving jailers. It's time we made some changes around here.
It's time to cut out your filthy tongue! Why don't you take a nice little stroll in the forest and never come back?
Lupin has a point. You folk under the mountain would do best to listen. Valbert and the other Nostrians are making you slave your lives away for a pittance. We say, take power into your own hands and throw them out the valley.
You traitor. Mangy cur. We live peacefully alongside the humans. They're our trading partners.
They bring us bread from the south. We have order here. That's the way we like.
There's plenty of firewood in the forest, but bread, not so much.
And to think we sheltered you thankless dogs. We ought to drive you back into the mountains.
You'd best beware, shorties. Expect no mercy from us.
Hey, Lupin, look! One of the Crucian prisoners, another victim of Claudius and Valbert.
You're just in time. We need another strong arm right about now.
What makes you think I'll help you?
You're human. This concerns you too. These jumped-up dwarfen lumberjacks have it too good. They're living like little lords on handouts from the fort, from that damned Valbert. We local hunters, on the other hand, are being oppressed. Only I, Lupin, can grant any hope of justice.
Don't you remember how they treat prisoners? I worked for Valbert myself until I escaped. You'd turn blue if you'd seen what I'd seen. Most of them are rotting alive in there. Not because they're bandits or murderers, mind. Just because they dared say something about the drunkard king. It's not humane.
Ah, so you're on the side of justice. What's your plan?
We've decided to seize Cruces.
We're going to starve the fort by cutting off their access to food and fuel. When we triumph, we'll free all the prisoners.
But the dwarfs are against us, so we need to force their hand. Then it will be Valbert's turn to answer for his misdeeds. If you're not going to help us, your other option is to spill our blood. Human blood.
Order, anarchy, power, and finesse. Attack the human, attack the dwarves.
You don't make the rules around here, Lupin.
What goes around the forest comes around the forest. Right through these trees.
Mangy cur. We live peacefully alongside the humans. They're our trading partners.
They bring us bread from the south. We have order here. That's the way we like.
There's plenty of firewood in the forest, but bread, not so much.
And to think we sheltered you thankless dogs. We ought to drive you back into the mountains.
You'd best beware, shorties.
Okay, so attacking the dwarves
Expect
is
no mercy
anarchy.
from us.
Attacking the humans is order. We want to sow chaos in this land. Let chaos reign. Nah.
That Valbert will be swinging from a gibbet soon. I just know it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're unplugging the controller. What's that? Oh, that wasn't the controller. What the hell did I just unplug? Oh, okay. It's just a headset. We don't need to worry about that. Why do you get an additional turn? What does this do? Oh, I'll try. Hit and run. Oh, that's cool. We'll move back one. That way it forces them to come in. Yeah, no one died. Good. Good job.
The forest weeps not when grass is tread. Mankind alone grieves for the dead. The forest teems, here a hare, there an owl, and branches blow, the pines will return after all.
I had a couple of so-called poets like these back at court. Whatever happens, it always boils down to snow, skies, and white sails.
It's such a shame everything had to end up in a fight. The people of these lands have suffered enough already. I weep for the hunters.
Save it for someone who cares, old man. As we dwarves say, you can't shore up a tunnel without cutting down a few trees. Now that those troublemakers have been taken care of, our lives will surely get better. Maybe we'll find an ore vein and then start our own mine. Glorious! Thank you, noble human. I have nothing to repay your kindness, but my uncle lives nearby. He'll reward you handsomely. Please pay him a visit.
Let the blood of the guilty spill and flow, but innocent blood reaps only shadow.
What forest is complete without miracles? It's a miracle I met you. Thanks for helping us, human.
Oh, reserve units. Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use the horse very often. I like walking around.
Oh, I read about this statue. I need to find its hands.
What?
Where did this come from? The missing parts must be nearby.
God, there's hidden stuff everywhere.
Who's this, then? Ah, it's my nephew Lester's human friend.
How do you know?
You helped deal with those angry hunters. Thank you, human.
Thank you. Is that all I get?
Lester asked if I could pay you back somehow. Here, take this. It's not a lot, but it's honest money.
Okay. I'll take the boot. Level 2. Magic power and leadership. Oh no. Do I really have to choose between magic power and leadership? I think I want to be a mage though. Okay, we got 1 talent point. Okay, let's get some life magic. That way we can start copying it down, right? Yeah. Not enough mana. I need 70. Oh my god. But at least we have healing now. That'll be good. Okay, I don't see the other arm around here. Oh, wait. Oh my god.
Well, next. It doesn't work. Let's raise one of the hands.
Wow. What was that? Traveling hat, ancestor experience, 10 mana. Increase XP gain by 50%, active for 3 battles. Oh. I'll do it before a boss fight. Oh, she put on the hat. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. Cute. What is that? What did that do? Okay. Squirrel. A squirrel's not that slow. Ah, gotcha. It's fast travel. Okay. And you can do it anywhere. Very cool. Okay.
The mage left his dummies without supervision. I should find him.
So we can do this anarchy and just kill them, or we can be smart about it and shut them off. I think we'll go with order and smartness. We'll go more for anarchy with another character. What?
I'm sure I can think of something else.
Oh, it's on the ground.
It worked.
You, prisoner! What are you doing here?
Prince Adrian set me free. I'm headed for Marcella.
Amazing. Was your assassination attempt on the king forgiven? I was certain the world would run out of mana, and gold be cheaper than clay before such a thing came to pass.
I didn't poison that idiot.
Maybe so, maybe so. Wondrous things are happening in Nostria. So what caused you to interrupt my meditation?
Your golems, Rossum, they're blocking my way. Kindly remove them.
Since you were summoned by Prince Adrian himself, so be it. But I hope you don't believe mages always work for free. Erblidi immobilatus! Soit Abel. Cor Abel. Dingir. What else do you want? The road is clear. I must go replenish my mana.
I was hoping you'd sell me golems. That's what I want. Oh, this is where he takes baths. Awesome. Little spring. If it's not a hot spring, it must be super cold. Arcane Vortex. $70. I just need more mana. Oh, okay.
Is this Baron Garrus's magic? Somebody wants me to visit that abandoned village. The Batil gates are to the left, and to the right, I can see the Mage's Tower behind the houses. Another ghost town.
Nothing back here?
And to think they tried to live here.
Wow. That's a lot of gold.
Frost cuts me to my very bones. How could anyone live here?
I love the cold.
Everything's been abandoned.
He just got... warfare. We'll take Arcane Vortex.
So much effort wasted. It's some kind of riddle. If only there was some kind of hint.
Northwest, southwest, southeast, southwest. Easy. Force you.
A protective sigil. It must be here for a reason.
Thank the Creator, I've been heard. You solved the riddle of the portal, so you're definitely no dark spirit. Who are you, then?
Was it you who led me here? Was the sigil on the road your work?
So it is, though my abilities aren't what they once were. Thankfully, I still had strength enough to inscribe the Morning Star. That's what led you to me.
What an old-fashioned name. Where's it from?
Morgus Thaumaturgical Catalog, of course. And the Ether Seal is holding the entrance to the cemetery shut. My name is Berengarius. My colleagues and I once attempted to warm the Albion Highlands with rune magic. My knowledge of the runes is vast, but it did not save me from an ice-rhymed death. Look at what's left of me.
I see. You worked here even before Archmage Alberine.
Ever since then, I've been waiting for people to return here, to the Town of Bliss. But I am bedeviled by the Dark Spirit and his servants, the cemetery ghouls. Long ago, I inscribed protective runes on every building. But since then, their power has dwindled. Soon, the Dark Spirit will freely roam the streets of Bliss. I am too weak in this form. Please, visit the different rooms and read the mantras of power. Argo vires imago.
Okay.
Hurry! The runes must be filled with power. I am capable of working some magic from here, but the Dark Spirit keeps me imprisoned in this tower. If I had the strength to defeat him myself, I wouldn't trouble you with this task.
Why are you invested in defeating this spirit, Berengarius?
I must protect the dwellings of Bliss against the curse. They belong to the living.
The living can't survive here, Berengarius. The wind is like the breath of Mactis.
I believe that rune magic can yet warm the Highlands. I will continue my research as soon as the Dark Spirit is banished from this place.
Something tells me protective runes won't be the end of this.
Can't walk down there.
A protective sigil. It must be here for a reason.
Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago.
The protective runes weakened the Dark Spirit, allowing me to leave the tower. Yet I am still very weak. I believe I told you about his minions, the cemetery ghouls. They dig up graves and devour the cold bones of the dead. We must stop this desecration and destroy the spirit itself.
And it's down to me to destroy it. How did I know it would end this way?
Exactly. If the spirit banishes me, my research will never be completed, and Bliss will forever remain cursed. I promise that once you destroy the army of the Dark Spirit, every valuable remaining in our mage's abode will be yours. I am lifting the Ether Seal. You can now enter the cemetery.
Okay. So, before I go in there, let's cast the arcane knowledge.